Woo! That got warm. All right, guys. So welcome back to another episode of Camping with the Confers. It's pouring down rain. Shelley K's working. So I figured I would get this video started for the weekend. We're out here boondocking and we've decided to do a little video on out with the old and in with the new. So we're going to start off with our Blackstone tailgater. So this thing has been a beast. It's been with us for the last 5 years. It's been pretty sweet. It's hard to find parts for it. It's starting to rust up and it's getting a little big for the amount of space that we have left. So we're going to swap this out and I'll show you guys what we're replacing it with. And Blackstone, we love you, but we're moving on. So we were at the Costco. Oh, well, hi.
I heard what you said.
What?
Getting rid of this old girl.
I wasn't talking about you.
Is that what you're going to do to me?
Maybe.
I think you should choose your words a little more wisely.
I will do better, I promise. So anyway, Blackstone, we apologize, but we've replaced you with another Blackstone. So we were at Costco the other day. We found this 22-inch 2-burner tabletop for like 130 bucks. It was the last one that they had. So I've got to steal some parts off of the old one, put it on this one, get my table out, get this one set up, and then get it seasoned because Shelley K's hungry and she wants burgers tonight. So I got to get to work. All right, so we picked up this super sweet little fold-up table at an RV show a couple of years ago. So I think that's going to be my base for the new grill. Let's cut it open and get it set up. Tell you, the packaging on this thing is legit. This thing is crazy. Now we just got to get it leveled up. I assume it just goes on there like so. Need to get a flathead screwdriver, some propane. I wonder if my other hose will just connect right to that. Maybe. That would be swell. I don't think I need that thing because I'm not using little propanes. All right, well that makes a little more sense. As I was digging, I found some feet. That'll make it a little easier to level up. All right, so there's the legs. That was easy enough. And I think I just need a Phillips screwdriver and a couple of crescent wrenches, see if I can steal my hose off of that and put it on that, and we should be set to go. Oh, bum skis, it doesn't fit. All right. Well, the downside is I can't use my hose that I currently have to screw into this one to go into my quick disconnect in the camper because it's a different size. And I think I just need to get an adapter to go from one to the other. So that's going to be another day. The upside is it came with one of these little 20-pound propane tank lines like so. And I just happen to have a 20-pound and a couple 30-pounders. So we're just going to hook it up with that and get it going. All right. Okay. So here we go. Now we got the 20-pound tank running up through into that, into this. First time lighting it up. Let's see what happens. I assume you have to prime it. Oh, there goes that side. Oh, nice. This is a 4-burner. It's only got 2 widgets, 2 handles, but it's got 4 burners. So there we go. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're in there burning. So let's get this sucker heated up and we'll start getting it seasoned. All right, guys, about 15 minutes. She's nice and blacked in. I'm gonna just turn it off, let this thing get cooled off. and we'll be ready to cook. So like I said, we're going out with the old, not you dingo, just the grill, and in with the new. So this is like day one, I guess the second day on the new Blackstone. And I'll tell you, you got to keep this one turned down on low. It's way hotter than the old one. But I made my first batch of bacon on it, so now it ought to be real good and seasoned. See how smooth that was? Didn't stick at all. And you always have to pat your pancake. I don't know why.
Is that how they came up with patty cake, patty cake?
That's how it came. That might be it. You're a friggin' genius.
I am.
Pat your cake, pat your cake. All right, so more out with the old and in with the new. Shelley K has got something that she's gonna do.
I'm going out for Mom's Weekend with my daughter, who's now 21.
Uh-oh.
So she's in college, and this weekend's Mom's Weekend. It's pouring rain, so I'm not doing my hair. I'm going out in wet hair, waterproof shoes, and a quick drying shirt because we're just going to be...
You're just going to stay
in
wet.
the rain. But I have some honeydew things for you while I'm gone.
So you're going out, and I'm putting in new stuff.
Yeah.
That's not what out with the old and in with the new means. That means you're getting rid of something old and putting in something new.
Okay, well, that's part of it. So, like, for
Are you
instance,
saying you're old, so you're going out?
No. You're old.
What do we got?
I got this, this is easy. This
Okay.
isn't even actually doing. This is going to be our sponge holder because...
It's a suction cup, though.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, does it stick to the sink?
Yeah, so...
Show your friends.
Figure out, oh. So, I'll show you quickly what I'm using for my sponge now. Hold on.
Please hold.
I guess you could have come over here to my sink of dirty dishes.
Oh, yeah. It's a mess over there.
That's what he's going to work on, too. So, currently, I have my sponge and my soap and my scraper in this thing, and it sits up here, and it just sits up here, and it just takes up too much space. So I got one of those ones that stick on the inside. So figure that out.
Okay. So chore number one.
That's an easy one for you.
Okay.
Number two is...
You went on an Amazon shopping spree, didn't you?
I get everything on Amazon. Or Costco.
So I assume there's going to be some links down in the description box for her new little widgets.
If you're interested. This, you know what this is for?
That looks like my bar of soap.
Yes, and tell them what happens to your soap every time we travel.
So when we travel, we put our laundry basket in the shower. Actually, our laundry basket usually lives in our shower, except for when we're showering, of course. So every time we get back to our sticks and bricks, or we go to a laundromat and I'm taking the clothes out of the hamper, I find my bar of soap in the hamper because it falls off the shelf.
Yeah, so show them.
Is that a sticker?
Yeah, these stick.
Oh, so that's a sticky and then sticks on there.
And then it hooks.
Okay.
And it hooks on there. So that's project number two.
Okay.
You know, when you're in a tiny space, little things
matter.
Irritate me after a while. So if I can make little changes to make things just a little bit easier, that helps.
Right on.
Okay, so then this is another
little hooky
thing.
Did
I have it upside down?
Maybe.
I did. There you go.
Oh, I know what that's for.
This
is for your new little kitchen or bathroom sink cover?
No, well, yes, one can be for that.
Okay.
I wanted to see if, I don't know that it's going to hold, but the hairdryer. I wanted to put the hairdryer so it has a place to
hang. Okay.
But this might not be big enough.
Yeah, we'll see.
So that,
okay.
And fix the little flappy thing over the bed, please.
Oh, yeah. She's got all kinds of stuff for me to do.
I have to keep him busy when I'm not around or he's going to get himself into trouble, so.
That's never happened.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess that's new stuff coming in for out with the old and in with the new video. And then I have one more thing to show you guys.
After you go drop me off, please.
After I go drop her off, she's going out on the town.
Okay, you guys let me know if he gets into anything that he shouldn't be getting into.
We'll turn the camera off.
I will watch this edited video to find out what you did.
Just to see what I did. Okay. All right, guys. So I just dropped Shelley K off to go out for the day with Elena for Mom's weekend. Got back to the camper, warmed up some food for lunch from supper last night, and now I'm running over across the way here. There's a lake. Mama ain't home. Daddy's going fishing. So I know she gave me some honey-do list stuff to do, but I'm gonna go fishing, see if the crappie's biting, and then I'll go work on my honey-do list. So let's go fishing. I tell ya, I cannot catch a break from this rain, but made it out here to the lake. Found a nice little dock right here. Ain't nobody around. I think I'm just gonna make this my home for the next couple hours and see what we can see.
Just you wait to listen for the storm. Hear the difference in the wind. When dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane.
All right, guys. So I've been out playing all day while Shelley K's been out. She told me to get this stuff done. I haven't got any of it done. It's dark outside. It's almost 10 o'clock now. I've been out fishing, didn't catch anything, been sitting out at the fire, talking to some friends, playing my guitar, you know, just doing stuff, stayed busy all day. So now I got to get some work done here inside the rig so Shelley K doesn't yell at me in the morning when she gets home. So we're going to start with her little kitchen sponge that she showed you. It looks like it's pretty straightforward, so it should be a quick and easy one. Then we got to get to the bathroom, and then she also told me to fix a piece of trim that broke back in the bedroom, and I completely forgot about that, so I got to go get some hammer and nails and stuff out of the truck to get that one done. But let's start in here, knock this sponge rack out real quick. It's going to be pretty easy. I know it's a weird angle, but this is as good as we're going to get. This is a pretty simple one. Just got these two little suction cups that go into these little squares right here. So we're just going to pop those in there. And sorry about the mess. I just did all the dishes too, because I've been a bum all day. So that just slides in there. That clips in there. I just did the dishes, so the sink's already wet. So really it's just two little suction cups. And we're just going to go right there. Whoops. Sponge in there. Bada bing, bada boom. Now I can drain in the sink. Pretty solid. All right, that one was pretty easy. So one thing knocked out. I'd still have to dry these dishes, get them put away too. Let's get the one for the soap rack in the shower, see where we're going to put it. Not sure how that's going to work out yet. Let's head in there. All right, so this is a pretty tight spot. So this one's just a little sticky widget with little clamps on the end of it. It just clips on here. I'm the only one that uses bar soap, so I'm going to put this up high. I think I'm going to put it right here in this square, right there. I can make it nice and straight. Just peel the backing off of this thing, just like so. And then let's make sure we get it nice and straight up here. We can go off of this line. And the back of this shower is not perfectly smooth, so we'll see how well this thing sticks. I don't know, but we'll give her a go. All right, that's pretty easy. Stuck on there pretty good. And this little thing clamps onto those. And that's that. Now let's grab my soap. It's like I told you, it keeps falling down into the laundry basket, so I had to bring it back from the house in a Ziploc bag. Boom. Job number 2, done. So I've been putting this one off for quite some time, which I don't understand why, because it's a super easy fix. This little piece of trim right here has busted loose. I just got to nail it back up there. So went and grabbed a couple 4-wheel little baby nails. Let's get this one knocked out.
Well, I'm the only island in the way, but I was born to fight the wind and rain. Sometimes a man will keep himself in shape.
Boom, another one done. It's crazy how much work you can get done when you actually set your mind to it and actually start doing some of the work. All right, and the last little thing we're gonna do of the out with the old and in with the new stuff is some new internet. So right now we have hotspots on our phones. We have a Verizon MiFi that we work off of when Shelley K's in the truck if she needs to work from the road or whatever. And then we have the T-Mobile tower that stays here in the camper all the time that has really great service. The T-Mobile tower, we only pay $50 a month for that thing, and it's unlimited service, and we've had really good luck with it. But the problem is we have been going to more and more remote places where none of our internet stuff works. And connectivity is really important for us. She's got to work. We got to get the stuff onto YouTube. I got to work. It's nice having cell service or be able to make phone calls, talk to the kids, the grandkids, stuff like that. So the next step for in with the new for the internet service is we finally jumped on the Starlink bandwagon. So we picked up the new Starlink Mini. And on the roaming service, we got 50 gigs a month for $50. So we're trying it out this weekend down here. It's a remote boondocking spot. We never have service down here. And we've been getting about 130 to 150 gigs a second down here with the Starlink. So $50 a month for 50 gigs. And then you can opt into the roaming plan where if you go over your 50 gigs, they charge you $1 per gig for the rest of that month. So we've been using it for 2 days. We've only used 3 gigs of data since we got down here. So I'm pretty sure that 50 gig limit's going to get us where we need to be, because when we have service on the T-Mobile, we'll use it because that sucker's crazy fast. We get anywhere between 200 and 400 megabytes a second from it, depending on where we are. So nothing really going out, just a new one coming in. So that's our new addition to our internet. And the cool thing about it is the Mini only pulls like 20 watts or 25 watts of power when it's running. It runs about 35 to 45 watts when it's ramping up and, finding the satellites and everything. But after that, it levels out to right at that 25, 26 watts. And this weekend, we've been running it off of our All Powers 1800 watt battery bank. And then I've just got a solar panel plugged into it, and it's keeping up pretty good. It's been crappy, it's been raining, not a whole lot of sun, so I'm only drawing in probably 15 to 18 watts, but I'm pushing out 25, 27 watts, so I'm still negative, but I've got crappy weather. So I think when we have some sunny weather, I'll have a net positive from our solar panels to what the Starlink's drawing out. So if this stuff is helpful for you guys, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell when the new stuff, so you'll know when the new stuff comes out. And I'm here without Shelley K, so I got to let you know. Until next week, keep your adventures going, guys. See you later.